In California's Intercoastal Range lies the proposed Berryessa Snow Mountain National Conservation Area. At its heart is nearly 500,000 acres of public land, which is largely undeveloped, yet very close to large metropolitan areas of Sacramento and San Francisco. The establishment of a national conservation area will improve coordination between management agencies, protect essential migratory corridors for wildlife, better manage the recreational impacts, and safeguard the natural landscape. Wildland conservation ensures that natural areas are left untouched to flourish and thrive in their own right. But there is another reason to preserve and protect nature, and that is for future generations. Young people today spend less time in nature than any generation before them, yet they need it more than ever. A campaign to create the Berryessa Snow Mountain National Conservation Area is underway. Across generations, people are joining together in support of this proposed designation to protect sensitive habitat and preserve this natural heritage.
Hi, I'm Brianna Travis. I go to school at John Morris, and I'm on my 8th grade trip. Cache Creek is so beautiful. The creek is amazing. The river is nice. All the wild animals you see, the birds, even the insects. It's all amazing. You don't get to see like this at home. Nothing better than this. This is like the best trip ever.
Our work in Tuolumne, working with Defenders of Wildlife and the Wilderness Society and the Sierra Club, National Hispanic Environmental Council, and other groups, is to look at a long-term vision for the region and begin to implement that.
Just the trickle of the creek and the view that rivals most from Yosemite, that's just under 2 hours away from where I live. It blew my mind that this is that close to where I've grown up and never known about it.
I just learned to love the trees. It makes me have butterflies inside just to look at the colors and the way the sun just brightens the beauty.
There are people up there that earn their living on the landscape throughout the whole bioregion, both watersheds, Puta and Cache Creek, through cattle ranching up there. There's tourist destinations, there's hot springs resorts, concerts that go up on a Canocti, Lake Berryessa, boating, water skiing, hiking, kayaking, Cache Creek, the lower stretch. We have thousands of people that come through, tens of thousands that come through Yolo County every year through the rafting concessions. It is all based on the natural resources of that region.
Sometimes I wonder how civilization has come so far, and all we think about is really how much farther can we go with our flying cars and things. But really, it seems the farther away we get from nature, the farther away I feel from home.
I could just sit and look up at the stars that I really hadn't been able to see in other places, like back home. And I could find those constellations that I had studied, and I could actually find them. You could see them clearly, perfectly, and they were sitting right above my head. All I had to do there was lay and look.
The trees, they're amazing out here.
So it's a largely unfragmented habitat, so there's a lot of rare and endemic species in this region.
But it was just the sheer essence of just being in the middle of nowhere, looking over a meadow that not many get to see in their life, completely untouched by man.
My issue is, what's the land going to look like in another 50 or 100 or 150 years? What do we want it to be like? And when you ask those questions, most people say, I hope it's much like it is today. But if we don't take care of it, if we don't do these types of designations like a national conservation area, it gets gnawed away. So there'll be all these changes, more roads that fragment habitat. So over time, we're going to lose the values that are here.
I'm not quite sure how to put it, but I've never really felt like a place where I feel totally and utterly at home. Actually, out here is probably the closest I've gotten. I feel so in touch with everything that's real. 'Cause everything is real, but everything that's naturally real. to my body and to my brain, to my senses, this is what's real. I feel like this is where my soul is finally at rest, is out here, where everything's natural. And I love it out here. It's very beautiful.